Welcome to SRJC Libraries. Remember, you can always find us on the web at libraries.santarosa.edu. This is a tutorial on how to use History Vault, Black Freedom Struggle in the 20th Century. History Vault consists of digitized archival collections from a wide variety of institutions. We can access items like digitized letters, papers, photographs, scrapbooks, financial records, diaries, and many more primary source materials. Let's get a sense for some of the items available in History Vault. Remember, if I'm going too fast, you can always stop the video and rewind. For example, here is a copy of the spring 1964 issue of the Student Voice newsletter of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNNC. An SNCC leaflet for voter registration in North Carolina. Pages from an SNCC pamphlet regarding the Freedom Schools. A page from the Congress of Racial Equity Corps pamphlet regarding the 1947 Journey of Reconciliation. A Corps press release announcing plans for the 1961 Freedom Rides. The February 1965 newsletter of the Vallejo, California Corps branch. To get started, let's go back to the main library page. Scroll halfway down and click on Research Databases. The databases are listed in alphabetical order. Let's click History Vault, Black Freedom Struggle in the 20th Century. If you're off campus, you may need to enter your student ID and PIN number. In this tutorial, we will do two things. One, explore the content and collections, and two, learn how to access and search the various collections. I'll highlight a few search options to get us started. The basic search function includes a feature indicating if the collections contain material on a particular subject. For example, as I enter Freedom Rides, search suggestions start to pop up. Subject Freedom Rides tells me that the collection indeed contains items tagged with the subject term. Advanced Search does not have the same suggestion feature as Basic Search. However, Advanced Search allows you to easily search multiple fields. Use the Browse tab to read descriptions about the different collections. This information can provide valuable context for items we uncover in our search results. It can help us answer the questions, what is this item and why is it important? Expand each module to see the available collections. Click on a collection to read a detailed description of the content. Or click the A to Z tab to access an alphabetized list of all collections. Last, see the collections in the context of a timeline. This is a really nice way to brainstorm potential research topics. So let's start with a basic search on the home page. Let's search for the writer and civil rights activist James Baldwin. James Baldwin's writings were honored as a work of literary merit here at SRJC. I enter his last name, Baldwin. I select Person as Subject, Baldwin James A, and click the magnifying glass. Let's take a quick look at this page. Three things. One, at the top is the search bar where we add or delete search terms. Two, in the middle are the search results. And three, on the left-hand side is a menu to filter search results by date, subject, geography, person as subject, and many other filters. Let's take a look at the first search result. Biographical sketch, Baldwin James, biographies, 1963. I want immediate access to this document, so I am going to click the PDF button to the right and download pages 1 to 5. The first page looks like an image of a folder. It is. The folder containing this item originally existed in a physical archive. On the following pages, I see the document. It looks like an article by James Baldwin titled The Artist's Struggle for Integrity. The date reads March 1963, and I think the article was published in something called Liberation. I'm not sure. Tracking down information about the collection that contains this document might provide more context. To do this, I go back to the search result. This time, I'll click right on the title in the search result. We've landed in a research record. Before we dive in, I'll point out three things. One, right away, I see links. We can click these links to find additional search results tagged with these terms. Two, the durable URL is a permanent link to this record, useful for citations. And 3, finally, here is what we need, the collection and series information for the James Baldwin document. I am looking for this collection, Records of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, 1954 to 1970, Part 3, Records of the Public Relations Department. Phew, that seems long, but I promise it'll be easy to find. And specifically, this series in the collection, Series 10, Biographies. Remember, we go to the Browse tab in the main menu to find information about specific collections. Quick tip, I'm going to open this page in a new tab. I click the alphabetical A to Z list. I locate and select Records of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, 1954 to 1970, Part 3, Records of the Public Relations Department. Here's a detailed description of the collection, which includes history about the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, and information its Public Relations Department disseminated about its founder, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., community leaders, and activists. If I scroll down, here's the series I was looking for, Series 10, Biographies. This description tells me that these biographical items were compiled by the Public Relations Department of SCLC. Some are still in the form of newspaper clippings or magazine articles about SCLC staff members as well as civil rights leaders outside the SCLC. This information provides context for the James Baldwin article we uncovered. Keep in mind, we can use the Browse Collections feature to track down more information about any of the items we find in History Vault. As you can see, there is a ton of valuable information and research in History Vault. So what's an easy way to start exploring? Here's one last tip to help you get started. Click Home in the top menu, scroll down to find Featured Modules, scroll through our 2 subscribed modules. For each module, see Suggested Searches. And underneath, browse Module Highlights. This is a great way to ease into these modules and get a sense for what's available in each of their vast collections. We've reached the end of our tutorial. Happy exploring, and don't forget, you can always ask questions. See the main library page for library hours, research appointments, and online chat.